label your broccoli. So you'll know this is broccoli, okay? Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and today I've got an answer for you. So many of you said, what am I going to do with all the tote lids I've got now? I've got 1,000,001 things you can do with tote lids. Today we're going to talk about one thing. What we're going to do to start our gardening up with tote lids. You know what? We are going to make stakes. We're going to make plant markers that we can stake in the ground around our plants, and it is the easiest thing to make. You take a tote lid. Most of you probably have gray. Some of you will have blue. Some of you might even have lime green. And let me tell you, they make fabulous stakes. Now I will say, in defense of the beautiful blue, it will be a little difficult to use as a plant stake, but it can be done. It still can be done, but you may not be able to see it too well. So if you've got multiple colors, like I've got, oh my gosh, I've got red, pink, teal, green, all kinds of blues. We'll be using different colors for different things. You're going to be amazed at what we're going to do with tote lids. But for today, I would say gray, white, tan, red, this lime green. These will be perfect for stakes that you stick around your plants and you label your plants with them. I just use a regular scissors and it's just so easy. Be very careful. There's a lot of thickness on here. Now these are Sterlite. I use a Sterlite. They're made in the USA. Their numbers are usually 2 or 5, and those are food safe, and you can look that up and you can Google it and see that. But the thing is, I'm using the totes to grow in, but I have the lids. I've got lids you saw last year. I cut the center out. What I did was I tacked on some tulle so I could cover my totes to protect my new seeds that were growing in there, and once the plant started, I took the lid off. Some of you said you just laid your tool over, cut the center out, and snapped it back on. And that works too. I used zip ties to tie it on because I wanted to be able to grab the tote lid during the day, throw it off to the side, and then put it on in the evening or later on in the day. So my tool wouldn't fly away. But whatever works for you, you do what works for you. Now with this one's been outside. It's a little dirty. You'll see that there's a lot of thicknesses. There's some edges there. Get around the edge and cut past it. So for now, and you can use every part of the tote lid. You want to label, like write down what you're going to grow. And what you do is you just cut. Now you could cut the center out. That would be probably the easiest thing. These have been fabulous. I have been growing for years now in totes. And it's a raised bed. A tote is a raised bed. Instead of buying a raised bed that is 6 feet, 8 feet long, I'm growing in something that's not that long, so I can grow whatever I want at a time. Bigger doesn't mean better. When you go out and get a great big raised bed that's maybe 2 feet by 8 feet, doesn't mean your plants are going to be bigger. It just means you can plant more, but you have to do it all at the same time, because then what you have to do is get the soil in there so you can water the whole thing as you plant. With totes, I've talked about it 1,000,000 times, you do one tote at a time. So you're growing at your convenience. So what you want to do is cut the center out. Now let me tell you, you can cut these up too and make markers out of these too. Right now I'm saving them for something else, and you'll see later what we're going to do with that. But the main thing right now is you cut up the lid, and then you make the stakes as small, as big, as whatever you want. And like I said, this is a regular scissors. It's not a fancy scissors. Take your time doing it. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't need a soldering iron. You don't need anything, just the scissors. And this is it. Now what you want to do is just simply cut strips. And once you cut strips, you end up with all of these. You make it the size you want. You'll end up with more than this, because this was one tote lid in here, and Gary grabbed a whole bunch to use in his yard. And now you end up with all of these. Now you can make them tall if you want them really tall. That's not an issue. If you want them tall, make them tall so you can stick them in. Make a point on the end if you want. You know, if you're using a great big, let's say, planter outside, you can make a point. So it goes right into the ground easier if you want. Round off the top. I like it round so you don't cut yourself if you're bending in your garden. You've got a fabulous plant stake. Now you stick this in the ground, and these are not going to disappear like the wooden ice cream sticks. My daughter said to me, I labeled everything. I knew what everything was, and all the ice cream sticks disappeared. Yeah, that's like dealing with wood chips. And you know what happens to wood chips? They break down and turn into soil. Well, our ice cream sticks did the same thing. Our ice cream sticks just broke down and turned into soil. This isn't going anywhere. Now, I could decide, oh, let's say I'm going to plant eggplant. See? This is not going to come off. Now, let me tell you what I did invest in. This is a plain old marker. These are not that good. These can eventually wear out. So what I decided to do, and this is up to you, this was like $2.50. This is the Sharpie Extreme. Now, why would I buy the Sharpie Extreme when I have plain old markers that are unmarked? They look like Sharpies, but they're not. The problem is those will wear out over time. So the color might fade a little, but the Sharpie Extreme is UV protected and it won't fade under the sunlight. And I figured, you know what, it's worth the money. I'm only going to use this. It's fade resistant. I'm going to use this strictly for gardening. I'm going to label my plants. I think it's so important to label plants because it's not going to hurt anything. But the problem is you'll go out there and you'll be wondering, what kind of pepper? Look at all the different peppers I bought. Is it a hot pepper? Is it a sweet pepper? Is it purple mustard? Is it something else? You know, I mean, you can look at it and see, here's my elephant garlic. I'm going to know when I go outside with this marker in there that this is elephant garlic. This isn't an onion growing. It isn't regular garlic. It is elephant garlic. And that's what's so wonderful about making your plant markers out of this. So for today, that's all I wanted to talk about is keep your lids. Now do keep in mind, you can cut these up. I also cut these up. We're going to do a lot of other things with this. But you can just cut this across. And now, it doesn't matter. Remember, you're using a tiny ice cream stick. Now you can just cut up and you can make little ones. You can mark your plants you're growing in the house. Look at this. You can mark plants that are outside. Even the edges of the lid. Your tote lids are perfect for this. I know a lot of you are going to come in and say, oh, I know what you could do. Oh, believe you me, my brain hasn't stopped even this morning. I came up with a whole new thing. I've got so many things I am doing with tote lids. But today I wanted to make sure that you don't throw the tote lids away. I know my daughter said to me the other day, you're making markers, plant markers out of them. I don't have any tote lids. I gave them all away. Well, isn't that too bad? Guess who got them? I'm going to give her a whole bunch. So this is the cheapest thing you're going to have. If you went to the craft store and tried to buy a piece of plastic this size, it'll probably cost you $3 to $5. You got this if you bought the totes in the store. Now, you'd say, why didn't you think about this last year? You never came up with this last year. Last year, I was running to the thrift stores and I was buying all the different colored totes, but I never got lids with them. I almost never got lids. That was before the lockdown we had here. Now that I've been doing all my shopping online and I'm getting the totes for $5 with lids, the lids, in some respect, is going to be more important to me than the totes. I can't believe it. We're going to get into so many things. But today, this is only on making markers for your plants. So you know what you're planting in the garden or in the house. You just make a marker. You can even draw on them or paint on them. Mark your plants, and you will remember as you plant up all your seeds what you're now growing, and there won't be any confusion because that is going to sit there all spring, all summer, all fall until you pull it out and plant again next year. So I hope I've given you an idea today on the 101 of what to do, the first thing with a tote lid, and don't throw them away. Make plant markers for your plants. These are fantastic. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.